(1800 Pakistan Standard Time). Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Sumaira Kamal. First, the headlines. Prime Minister has emphasized the need for developing appropriate funding mechanisms for promotion of intra-SCO trade and development initiatives. Minister for Information and Broadcasting says the government will not compromise on constitution, democracy and people's right to rule. Rescue and relief efforts are underway to tackle the situation caused by ongoing spell of monsoon rains in various parts of the country. Uzbek ambassador to Pakistan says Pakistan and Uzbekistan are set to increase the bilateral trade volume up to $1 billion in 2 years. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the All-Party Hurriyat Conference has called upon the world community and the United Nations to play its role in preventing the ongoing bloodbath unleashed by the Indian forces in the territory. 2 Palestinians have been martyred in a raid by Israeli army in the occupied West Bank city of Nablus. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has underlined the need for developing appropriate funding mechanisms to promote intra-Shanghai Cooperation Organization trade as well as development initiatives. He was talking to Secretary General of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Ambassador Yang Ming, who called on him in Lahore today. Stressing the need to enhance transport and communication links, the Prime Minister underscored the importance of connectivity. The Prime Minister said in this connection also highlighted the significance of CPAC to serve as a useful model. The Prime Minister also reaffirmed Pakistan's strong commitment to the principles of SCO Charter and the Shanghai spirit. He highlighted further the current global challenges manifested in the high fuel and food prices and the resultant food insecurity, as well as economic and financial difficulties for a large number of countries, including SCO members. The Prime Minister underlined Pakistan's priorities and national development goals, as well as important areas of interest within the SCO framework of cooperation, including trade, connectivity, poverty alleviation, energy, agriculture, and climate change. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif says the incumbent government believes in freedom of expression and is taking all-out steps to create a conducive environment for journalists and media. In a statement, the Prime Minister felicitated the newly elected office bearers of Pakistan Federal Union of Journalists and expressed hope that they would play their due role for solution of the problems faced by journalists and media fraternity. Minister for Information and Broadcasting Mariam Aurangzeb has also congratulated the newly elected office bearers of the PFUJ. In a statement, she expressed the resolve to promote and strengthen the freedom of expression and the media in cooperation with the PFUJ. Minister for Information and Broadcasting Mariam Aurangzeb says the government will not compromise on constitution, democracy and people's right to self-rule. In a statement in Lahore, she said nobody will be allowed to violate the constitution and law. The Information Minister said the PTI chief Imran Khan will not be allowed to play the game of establishment and the anti-establishment to return into power. She further said Imran Khan's narrative of foreign conspiracy is dead and buried now. Mariam Aurangzeb urged the PTI chief to stop attacking state institutions and dragging them into politics. She further said Imran Khan wants NRO in the foreign funding case through tactics of threats, disruption and hooliganism. Ambassador of Uzbekistan to Pakistan, Aybek Arif Osmanov, said Pakistan and Uzbekistan are set to increase the bilateral trade volume up to $1 billion from $180 million in the coming 2 years. Talking to the APP, the ambassador said the implementation of provincial trade agreement between Pakistan and Uzbekistan is going on successfully and bilateral trade will get development through it. He further said at the moment mutual trade barriers and customs related matters are major issues, but both the countries are working on a mechanism to resolve them. The ambassador said last year Pakistan and Uzbekistan signed a transit trade agreement to promote mutual trade. He said the governments of both the countries are implementing a comprehensive plan to increase mutual trade. Ambassador Arif Osmanov said road and rail links are very important for the promotion of trade among the Central Asian states. He said work has been started on China, Kyrgyzstan and Uzbekistan railway lines. This is Radio Pakistan. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has directed the provincial governments and concerned departments to remain alert in view of the heavy rains and flood situation in various parts of the country, including Karachi. In a statement, he instructed the National Disaster Management Authority to extend full support to the provincial governments and institutions to ensure safety of life and property of the people of low-lying areas. The Prime Minister, in his message to Sindh Chief Minister Syed Murad Ali Shah, assured that the federal government will provide all possible assistance to the provincial government to deal with the difficult situation. He also advised the elected representatives to monitor the relief and rescue operations of the concerned agencies in their respective areas. Rescue and relief efforts are underway as the ongoing monsoon rains spell is causing floods in various parts of the country. Our Multan correspondent reports that due to heavy rains in Suleiman Range for the last 3 days, hill torrents in Rajanpur and Dera Ghazi Khan have caused further damage to crops, homes and properties in low-lying areas. The heavy fall spell has also caused urban flooding in urban areas of Multan, Khanewal, Vehari and Muzaffargarh. In Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, dozens of houses either destroyed or partially damaged, while 23 partially damaged due to ongoing torrential rains during last 24 hours in Chitral, Haripur and Dera Ismail Khan districts. According to a report issued by the Provincial Disaster Management Authority in Peshawar today, operation to clear roads is underway in Chitral and other districts. Sindh Chief Minister Syed Murad Ali Shah visited various areas of Karachi today to review the drainage situation and directed the police and district administration to help the people in every possible way. Provincial Minister Nasir Shah, Sharjeel Memon and Administrator Murtaza Wahab also accompanied him. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the All-Party Hurriyat Conference has called upon the world community, particularly the United Nations, to play its role in preventing the ongoing bloodbath unleashed by Indian forces in the territory. In a message from New Delhi's Tihar Jail, illegally detained All-Party Hurriyat Conference Vice Chairman Shabir Ahmed Shah highlighted the grim situation in the held territory. He deplored further that the Kashmiri youth are killed by troops without any reason. Shabir Shah maintained that the targeted killing of the youth is a part of India's nefarious agenda to change the demography of the territory. 2 Palestinians have been martyred and 6 others wounded in a raid by Israeli army in the occupied West Bank city of Nablus. Palestinian Health Ministry said 2 of the injured are in serious condition. At least 52 Palestinians have been martyred by Israeli forces since last March this year, mostly in the West Bank. Meanwhile, Palestine Liberation Organization says United Nations and United States is fully responsible for blocking any horizon to resume stalled peace process in Middle East. The interim Afghan government says it is ensuring the rights of all citizens, including women and minorities, according to Islamic Sharia. Responding to remarks of U.S. State Department spokesperson Ned Price, deputy spokesperson of the Taliban government Bilal Karimi said the interim government wants good relations with all countries, but it will not allow anyone to dictate it on the formations and structure of the government. He further said the interim Afghan government has implemented all the commitments made in Doha Agreement. On the first day of second cricket test against Pakistan at Galle, Sri Lanka in their first innings were 315 for the loss of 6 wickets at stumps today. Pakistan lead the series by 1-0. And finally, the weather. More rain, wind and thunder shower is expected in Sindh, Balochistan, Punjab, Islamabad, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan during the next 12 hours. According to Met Department, scattered heavy falls are also likely in Sindh, eastern Balochistan, southern Punjab and lower Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. To end the news, here are some of the headlines once again. Prime Minister has emphasized the need for developing appropriate funding mechanisms for promotion of intra-SCO trade and development initiatives. Minister for Information and Broadcasting says the government will not compromise on constitution, democracy and people's right to rule. Rescue and relief efforts are underway to tackle the situation caused by ongoing spell of monsoon rains in various parts of the country. Uzbek ambassador to Pakistan says Pakistan and Uzbekistan are set to increase the bilateral trade volume up to $1 billion in 2 years. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/radio Pakistan News Official.